Okay, part two. Now we're moving forward with the lease. Then I asked the listing agent, I should have asked before. I said, what's the commission? She said 30%. I said, ain't going to happen. It's going to need to be a 40% or no deal. She said, okay, let's do 40%. But do this. Have your client sign the lease, sign the lease, send over the deposit, and then I'll sign the broker compensation agreement. I said, heck no. I know I'm new to real estate, but that don't sound right at all. So she was like, I've been doing leases for 10 years. That's how it's always been done. I said, I just did one last month and it didn't go down that way. So that's a lie, right? But now I'm second guessing myself. I was like, man, let me talk to the team. I called back to the brokerage. I said, hey, look, have you ever heard of anything like this before? It was like, no, that don't make no sense. That sounds like she ain't trying to pay you. I said, exactly. I'm not going down like that. So I tell her, I say, look, if you can't sign it first, we out. So she said, okay, let me talk to my landlord and see what we can do. She wait a whole nother day, right? Called me back late at night and said, you know what? We decided to go with another tenant. I'm not going to lie. I was really distraught. You know what I mean? Because for the amount of money that I was going to make, I would have did this for free because it's a close personal friend, you know, and she really, really loved this home. So I call my friend. I tell her, hey, this is what happened. They decided to go with another tenant. And I don't know. I'm sorry. And she said, nah, Tremaine, I don't know what they were trying to pull or what they were trying to do, but it sounds like they were trying to get away without paying you at all. And I'm going to tell you one thing. I ain't finna get punked and you ain't finna get punked. Hello. I was like, I'm with you. She said, man, look, that's God saving us from a bad situation. If they're going through all this right now, what kind of landlord is he going to be when I move into this place? All right. That's why I love my people. So let's keep looking. Stay tuned for part 3.